Welcome one, welcome all to the Multicultural Misfits podcast. This is your host, Audio AB. Right next to me on the couch, I have my wonderful healed up co-host,
Omar.
and right next to him, I have my wonderful executive producer and co-host,
Jordan.
So Omar had a little operation done. You had a little colonoscopy, huh?
I had brain surgery last Friday, so now I got my bottom 2 wisdom teeth taken out. And boy, let me tell you, it's been a trip. It's been a trip, and it's not been a fun one.
Man.
All right, so first tell us why you had to get it taken out.
So, wisdom teeth, like, they're the kind of thing where I'm sure... what's up with y'all's wisdom teeth? Has your dentist told you anything about them?
They told me like 10 years ago I got to get them taken out, and I never did it, and that was fine.
Like, you never felt any pressure or anything like
Never.
that? That's how I was. I was in that boat for a while, but, like, this past 2 years, I felt maybe like every 4 months, I'll have like 3 or 4 days where I feel a lot of pressure. Mm-hmm. And this last time, I felt it a lot in this back right one. So I was like, something's wrong, dude. So I went to the dentist, and they were like, you can wait, because that's what the fucking dentist does. They don't tell you, like, a right answer or not. Like, they don't tell you yes or no. Like, bro, just tell me if I need to take him out or not.
And they act like you're going to be there next month.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Bro, yeah, and I got to schedule an appointment to do this. I can't just do it tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was basically like, if you feel all right, you know, you don't have to take him out. You can wait, blah, blah, blah. But I figured I might as well not, because he basically told me that. So both of my bottom wisdom teeth were horizontal. So they're growing into my back molars, right? Mm-hmm. And apparently if you fuck those back molars up, it's real bad news. Like, they're really hard to fix. A lot of nerves, I guess, back there, and like they're big teeth and shit. So, and I felt a lot of pressure this last time, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking take him out. I could have waited out, but I didn't. So, I schedule an appointment to take him out. I pay him a little under $500, those bastards.
That's not bad though.
Even with insurance, I hate that you have to, even with insurance, you still have to pay out of pocket.
Yeah.
It was a 45-minute procedure, right? It cost, without insurance, like probably like $3,200, $2,900, something like that.
Dude, dentists make money hand over fist.
Less than an hour procedure. All in all, you know, the equipment, all that divided out to all the people that use it, that shit couldn't have cost them more than like $100.
Nah, bro, they make hella money, bro.
Tons of profit. So I go, I schedule the appointment. They're gonna put me under, right? Because I basically had to go to a dental surgeon. Mm-hmm. I couldn't go to like my regular dentist because the teeth were so in there, I guess. So I guess like when they're vertical, it's a lot easier for them to take them out. So they fucking put me under. They put an IV in me. I'm freaking out on the table, right? it's like 9 in the morning. I got this fucking IV in my arm, and I guess they try to do it real quick because they have like a lot of patients coming in and stuff like that.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah. Oh, so they put you out via the IV instead of like the mask with the thing?
Yeah, they had the mask there, but I guess like they do IV now.
They don't really do that anymore.
Maybe it's quicker. Yeah. I don't know.
Or maybe that's like I don't know what that is, man. Maybe that's like a temporary thing. Maybe the IV like straight up puts you to bed.
Yeah.
Maybe that one just like kind of like calms you down or something like that.
That's just a laughing gas.
Yeah, just like makes you drowsy. But the IV straight put me under, dude. So they're talking to me, right? And I'm freaking out. And, like, I wasn't freaking out until they pulled the needle out. And until I was like, oh, this is showtime, dude. This is it. They're going to put me under and literally rip my teeth out. So they fucking put the IV in my arm. He's like, just don't worry, man. He's like, just keep talking to me. Like, before you know it, you're going to be out. So I'm just talking to him. And, like, all of a sudden, like, I blink once. And, like, everything gets really drowsy for a second. And like
that's fucking scary.
Like when
bro.
you're really drunk and you turn and everything's delayed, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is it." And then I blink again, and they're like, "All right, how you feeling?" Like it was already over.
That's fucking scary.
So time wise, how did it feel? Did it feel
literally a blink, dude? No joke. Literally a blink. Like a blink to feel drowsy, and then like 2 seconds like that, and then another blink, and I'm like, I'm waking up.
So it didn't feel like you slept. It felt like you just said like you blinked, and then you're like, okay. I guess now I don't have wisdom teeth.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I slept. But surprisingly enough, I felt extremely well rested. And super calm. Like, super calm and, like, relaxed.
So do you know soup to nuts, how long it takes? Like, from beginning, like, everything.
They said 45 minutes. I didn't check the time. Because I was fucked up after.
Yeah, you had bigger things going on.
They could have put a finger up your butt while you were out.
Bro, but they said 45 minutes, and I got a feeling they're not lying. I got a feeling they don't.
That's quick. It's quick.
Yeah, I got a feeling they do it fast.
They're not trying to hang out in there. They're trying to get in and get out real quick.
They want to get out your mouth.
Let me get these teeth. Let me get them the fuck out. So I wake up. Yeah, it feels like seconds, dude. It was so crazy. I woke up literally like laughing. I was like, whoa, like this is crazy. It felt like I was on like heavy drugs or something.
Yeah.
Super, super relaxed, right? And I have gauze in my mouth and shit. I'm like bleeding. You can't feel anything at this point. So I'm in the car. It all like starts to like come back to you after like 30 minutes. It's not like how like David at the dentist where they're like, what's going on?
You drove home?
It's not. No.
Okay, I'm about to say.
No, you have to have a driver there. You can't drive for 24 hours.
That's funny.
But it's not like what you think it is. You're not like loopy for all that. I mean, maybe if you're a kid.
You're not like saying stuff that you're going to regret.
Yeah, well, like, you might, I guess, if someone asks you, you just feel really, really drunk, but but with none of like the side effects of drinking, like none of like the nasty breath, none of like that like heavy feeling. You know what I mean? You feel like you just took a pill and it made you drunk or something.
Oh, like a bus.
Yeah. So the first 2 days, it's really not that bad because they give you some hydrocodone. So I'm just taking these pills,
Getting leaned out.
Getting leaned out, dude. But you can't eat shit. So you start to get but the hunger doesn't really hit you because you're taking these hydrocodones and like whatever. It's only been 2 days.
Can you do like smoothies or juice?
So
You can't do straws.
So okay, yeah. So basically, there's 2 holes in the back of your mouth, right? Because they cut them open. So in those holes, there's a blood clot, so you don't keep bleeding and shit. So your gum starts to heal. So you can't suck anything, you can't blow hard, you can't sneeze hard, you can't cough hard, none of that shit.
Yeah.
Because you can dislodge the blood clot and you get something called dry socket.
Yep.
And apparently that shit is like more painful than fucking pregnancy is what people are saying. Like extremely painful, and it like radiates from your whole jaw to your ear, like really, really bad. And if you look in there, you can literally see the inside of your bone. You can see your jaw on the inside. So like there's a hole back there, but it's covered up with the clot. If the clot comes out, you can see inside the hole. There's like it's hollow. And you just see straight up jaw and all that.
Jesus.
And apparently it hurts extremely bad. So I was really, really worried about that. So I was being very careful about what I ate and shit. It's really gross stuff.
So what could you even eat? Could they just like slide a piece of tuna down your fucking throat or something?
Kind of,
drinking
bro.
like broth and shit.
So basically the first day I was eating canned soup, cream of mushroom, cream of whatever the fuck, and yogurts and stuff like that. Yeah. Then I did that probably till like the 3rd day. Then I started downing like macaroni like a trained seal. Just started like swallowing it whole. Because at this point you can't swallow, and there's stitches back there. So like it doesn't hurt really bad, but if you start chewing for a while, like you can chew with your front teeth. If you start chewing for a while, you're gonna keep rubbing against the stitches, and it will hurt.
So you can't eat like a steak or something.
Oh, hell no.
Dude, a bag of chips.
A fucking chicken tender, bro. His mouth will be in shambles.
Bro, yeah, it would hurt so bad. I ate a piece of pizza today at work, which like was a little risky. I had to like eat it in small bits. I took a bite near like the back, and it touched my gums.
Yeah.
But I felt like an old person. It felt so crazy. It hurt. So I was like, I can only imagine if someone did that like 2 days, 3 days in. So like on day 3, day 4, the pain really starts to hit you because at this point you run out of the pills, the pain pills, and you're getting hungry now.
I need more.
I need drugs. I need Vicodin. But that's what they give people when they have the
like
dry
a real
socket.
American.
Like a real American. I need Xans and Vicodin. They give you Vicodin, apparently it hurts really bad. So like that's when the hunger starts hitting you, like day 3 and 4, and that's when you're like, okay, the first 2 days weren't so bad, but now like this hurts because I'm out of painkillers. Plus I'm fucking hungry now. Like my head's starting to hurt and shit. So like it's kind of miserable. Jeez. And at night is the most miserable because you wake up in the middle of the night and like the painkillers have already worn off and like you gotta go back to bed. You gotta fucking sleep on your back and shit. So I'm not used to that. And I'm used to like clenching my teeth at night, so I was super worried about that. So now I'm on day 6. I'm like in the middle of day 6. Yesterday, I don't know why, but like I had a really sharp pain in my jaw all night, and then now I feel a lot better. So I almost feel like back to normal now. And this whole time you just basically you do this like saltwater rinse, you do this like mouthwash rinse. You basically ride this shit out, dude. There's fucking holes back there. You just eventually they're gonna give me like a little water syringe. I fucking squirt it back there if I get like food debris. And you gotta wait like 2 weeks. You know what's ass too? You would think this would heal a lot faster. Apparently, like all in all, it takes like around a month for everything to heal.
For it to seal up completely to the point where if you're eating anything, it's not gonna. There's nowhere for anything to go into.
Yeah, because right now there's a hole, right, and the new tissue is gonna cover that, but there's still like an indention, even with the new tissue. So stuff's still gonna get stuck in there. And you know, if you really like aren't paying attention and like fucking eating chips and getting shit stuck back there, like you can fuck your gums up again.
Eating sour gummy worms.
Yeah, eating sour gummy worms and Doritos and fucking
all the sharpest things. You ever get cut by a chip like that?
Hell yeah, dude! Get that shit lodged like in between your teeth, way in there.
God.
It's just dangerous. They need to make nice rounded chips.
They do.
Well,
They
do.
They
I think
do.
they do make them.
They need to make like some that like fall
Fritos.
apart almost. That like don't
like
break
pop
like
chips?
that. Yeah, like chips in like a sandwich. That's like risky business.
Chips and I've never liked that.
Oh, dude,
I don't think I like it either.
I don't like
I like
chips.
them on the side.
you don't like them in the sandwich?
I feel like a little kid. When I
I'm
put 'em
scared
in the
because
sandwich.
you take that bite and you got a lot of bread, and like every now and then you get that one chip that just lodges in there. So that's the scary part, but it tastes good.
I don't like that, and it's too much in my mouth.
Mm.
I can't do it.
You don't like a
I
party.
can't- He don't like a lot in his mouth. Not that
I don't
much.
I don't like a mouthful. You know what I mean? I like a nice small
I
sandwich.
don't like a mouthful.
That is very like chips in a sandwich is just very weird to me. It
Y'all are out
strikes
of
me
control.
odd.
Y'all aren't American.
That's true.
Y'all aren't
That is very
American,
true.
brother. But
Oh,
yeah,
man.
so I'll tell y'all this: if you don't gotta get them done, don't get them done. It's fucking annoying, and like I'm just ready to eat, dude. Once I'm
I'm
done
ready,
with this,
man.
bro, I'm gonna ball out, man. on fucking
Where's the
food.
first place you're gonna go?
Oh, ramen. I'm gonna get so much
You're
fucking
gonna go
ramen. I'm gonna get so much ramen, and then I'm gonna get wings, then I'm gonna get sushi.
You can do the wings is the tough one right
no
now. But you can
sucking,
do,
bro.
Oh no, yeah, no sucking.
That's what I thought too. I was like,
No
I can get
sucky
pho,
sucky.
but no sake. I gotta suck up the
no
noodles.
sucky,
No
sucky,
sucky,
man.
sucky.
And then apparently sushi, like you can get rice stuck back there,
Yeah.
so you can't do that.
So you can get the whole every little piece in the sushi stuck back there.
Pieces
Yeah.
of raw fish inside
Yeah.
your fucking
just
jaw.
rotting.
It's nuts to think about, man.
disgusting.
It's nuts to think that like the rest of your teeth are exposed under that hole.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you drink water, it pours down on either side, and like it gets cold, and you feel it like in your. It feels like a brain freeze in your fucking mouth.
It's trippy, man. I forget that like these are all fucking bones. Like the
Yeah.
teeth are technically bones, and we just have them like inside of our mouth.
Yeah, I was freaking out like with some pain on the fourth day or the fifth day at night, and I called my dentist and I was like, "Hey man, like is it supposed to still be hurting?" Fucking Google told me it's only supposed to hurt for like 3 days, and he was like, "Well, you got like 2 big holes in your mouth. Like we ripped a bone from your other bone, so he's like, it's gonna hurt a little bit."
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. When you put it
He's
that
like,
way,
he's like, man up, kid.
man up, and don't be a bitch. It was a lady too.
Stop going on fucking Google.
Yeah, so I was, Google was telling me all kinds of
Yeah,
shit.
that phrase is offensive now. Man up. That's what's it called, toxic masculinity.
Oh,
or
yeah.
some shit like that.
Woman up, just
Woman up.
person up,
Speaking of,
human up.
Speaking of manning up, did you guys hear that Buzz Lightyear, the new movie, got banned in like 20-something countries because apparently there's a gay kiss?
I didn't know.
Really?
I thought it was Saudi Arabia and one other one.
It's a kiss between 2 female characters. But it's funny, like thinking like an American reading that is gonna be like, my Buzz Lightyear isn't gay.
I don't think so. Fucking lesbo Buzz Lightyear. Bro, what is up with that movie? It's not even about Toy Story. What the fuck is this?
I don't get that
They
movie,
just made
bro.
a spin-off about an actual astronaut.
You know, it's a cash grab for his. It's like a prequel cash grab. But I mean, it
doesn't
looks
make
okay.
it doesn't
looks
look
fun.
bad, but still.
And the cat is kind of cute.
Yeah, and
But-
there's a hot lesbian kiss. So
Now
You
that's
know what's
my
crazy?
dollar.
How do they hate that? It's not even 2 dudes. It's 2
Yeah,
girls.
it's-
That's
yeah.
gay almost to
It's
hate
a-
on that.
It's a weird thing, right? Like
Yeah.
people, but the countries that banned it are like Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, and
The
like
usual.
Women just learned how to drive like in 2018. No joke.
Exactly.
They did
just
that with
got the right.
They did that with Star Wars too. Like in the last one, there's a like 2 seconds where 2 girls kiss slightly off screen, and you can just see it, and they cut it out for like all the overseas theaters and shit like that.
What the fuck? You're kidding?
Yeah.
It's not even like a part of like. It's not the main
It's,
scene.
you barely see it.
It's
You
like
have
in
to
a
like look
celebration
for
or
it.
some shit, probably.
Yeah, it's at the end.
They ain't with it.
They ain't with it, bro.
They ain't with the
Wow.
culture, man. That's not
We
their
loved
thing.
the movie up until the very end. Did you notice?
We got
And
that-
I love how it's like it's never 2 dudes. It's always 2 girls because they're like, this is what's
2 dudes is pushing it too much.
2
That
dudes
would-
are
that
like,
would-
we don't want that shit at all.
that would
Yeah.
scare. And 2 dudes kiss legit becomes a gay movie. 100%.
This is now a gay romance movie.
It could be a movie about something completely different, and the second, like let's say at the end, 2 dudes
Oh,
kiss,
man.
everybody's gonna call it a gay movie.
That's true.
Everybody in the
It's very
theater's
true.
like, come on, man.
You can only push things so far. Like when they say, I was watching South Park, they were talking about Game of Thrones. Like, when they show dicks, like dicks on in movies and things like that.
Yeah.
They're always flaccid, and they're usually like small. Like they put them in
Yeah.
a freezer before they took them out. Why is that?
What?
No one wants to see
Oh, I
a
thought you
larger
I thought you-
dick.
I thought you meant they literally put their dicks in the freezer.
Put them in the freezer and then get them on set.
Nah,
no,
I've
no.
seen some on-screen dicks that are like fucking huge. No homo.
But like for
I've
the
never
most
seen a
part, for
rock
the most
hard
part,
one.
you usually see
I
just like
I don't want to see.
You want to know why?
I don't either, but that's always the choice they
Because
make.
no one wants to be on set with another actor that's hard.
Yeah, it's strange.
You don't want to be
Plus, why
doing
are-
your job.
why are
Imagine
you-
you're doing your
why are you
job
hard?
and somebody's butt naked right next to you with a hard ass dick. Like, what are you
I'd be
doing?
pissed, bro. I'd walk off set.
Right?
It's time to
Put
go.
that thing away.
That thing away.
What's wrong
Or you're
with
doing
you?
like you're doing a sex scene and like the dude is on top of you hard as shit. And you just
Oh
like, bro,
my
like,
god.
what is going on here? Like, we're just acting. You know that, right?
I
Do
wonder
a
if
gay
s-
sex scene and not be gay. It must be a trip.
Oh,
It's
what?
not real dick though.
Yeah.
Either
but
way,
you got to get real close to
You
each
got to
other
get
with
down and
underwear
dirty with
on.
that.
Ah,
man. Yeah. And what if one of them gets hard?
Yeah. Trust me, dude. I don't like this. It's just it's the friction. it's the
Nah,
warmth.
you got to be a method actor. You actually gotta fuck a guy in the butt
Bro,
to,
yeah.
to really
Jake Gyllenhaal, that shit.
to really get an idea
To
of
really
how
understand the
to
character.
live in this character, like Daniel Day-Lewis type shit, man. You gotta fuck another dude in the ass.
I had sex with a man so I could play this role, right? But so that Buzz Lightyear movie, they banned it in 20 fucking
I
countries.
think like 20 countries, man. No Buzz Lightyear, no Buzz Light queer. They're not
Buzz
about it.
Lightyear.
They're not about it.
Jesus Christ,
I
man.
mean, who cares?
Hey, good for them though. Push it. Keep pushing it. Eventually, it's got to be the norm, man. It's
it
just-
won't be.
There's gonna be countries that are gonna lag way behind. There's just gonna be. That's just gonna. That's how it's gonna be. But for the most part, I think people will accept it, right?
Yeah, man.
Like-
I think we're gonna get there eventually.
Yeah. I mean, I'm talking about the rest of the world.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about America.
No, there are countries that might not ever.
That's what I was saying.
They might go out like on
They're
the
like,
fucking,
I will die on this hill.
yeah, I will die on this fucking hill.
Hold on. I don't want to see a woman ever kissing another
Ever.
woman.
What
That-
if,
that's
like,
the hill they're dying.
Bro, I
on.
wonder,
She only kissed penis.
only kiss penis, only the man. Like, I wonder if you had a legit Saudi Arabian in the room with you watching this movie, what their reaction would be. Like, what their legitimate, genuine first reaction would be.
Their fucking mouth drops open and they spit on the floor.
Yeah, you think they would get furious? Like, what do you think their reaction?
This is
would be?
ridiculous.
block their
This
eyes.
is ridiculous.
They just blocked the screen.
La ilaha illallah, oh my god. Please no.
But dude, I've heard that like, I mean, we talked about this before, but like they're into the most fucking nasty shit, like the shitting on girls and stuff in Dubai, and like if you look
Yeah.
up like the most active like porn users, it's
Oh
gonna
my
be like
God.
that region.
That's true.
They look up and they engage with like the most porn out of any
Bro,
region.
Dubai is going crazy right now. Because they started this new like golf tournament where it's like, I don't know if y'all know how golf works, but we have like the PGA system in America. And it's like it's been the normal shit for like 60 years or whatever.
What does that mean, PGA?
The
Pro-
Professional Pro Golf
Pro golf.
Association. Whatever.
All I know
okay,
is Tiger
okay.
Tiger Woods is one.
Tiger Woods
a
league.
ridiculous amount.
But so now like it's this Saudi-backed league named the LIV League or whatever, and they have so much money, and all of the golfers right now are like, oh, we would never do that because they're just sports washing and shit like that. But bro, they're going, and they're leaving the PGA in
Dude,
droves.
I've said it a million times, and I'll say it a million times more. If your money is green, it talks.
Bro, it talks.
If
And they
your
got
money is green,
If that golf course is crazy and nice,
it's not even a
looking,
golf course.
and
They got Billies.
they probably built the shit, right?
Yeah.
They probably like built a whole fucking.
They did build one.
Because
It's,
there's
it's
only
in Dubai.
there's only fucking sand out there, so they had to have like flown in. They probably flew in like the best grass you could ever
they
find
got
and
fucking
shit.
they have snow mountains out there.
Oh yeah,
do.
there's a whole fucking ski resort.
Yeah.
How popular is golf, dude? They got a whole thing going.
Golf
like,
is
they got
insane.
a whole
It's-
project going for this.
Especially
Yeah.
with like wealthier people, it's insanely popular.
Damn,
Because it's
dude.
like they treat it. A friend of mine went recently with some people to play golf, and he was telling me like they treat it like they do business together while they're doing golf.
Yeah.
Because it's not as active. Like imagine trying to make a business deal while playing basketball. There's too much going on. You're breathing too hard.
What do you think?
You're actually fucking having to do shit. Golf is like leisurely enough to where you can have a conversation with people, talk business, catch up, like make business deals happen, shit like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah, very true.
that's like their form of leisure, but also they're getting shit done.
Oh my God. Okay, so they did the tournament this time in London, right? So the usual shit in America is like if you win, it's like $4 million, I think. Bro, they have a prize pot of $200 million.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
200. That's almost $250 million.
Bro,
And in 2 years, they have another one with an extra $1.6 billion.
What?
Yo.
200. Wait. 200 million. So
Hold on.
any professional golfer can sign up and do this.
Yeah.
Pretty qualified. They don't
So if you
select
win,
you,
if you win this time, you will win $25 million.
I thought you said 200.
No, that's a pot. That's what everybody. That's what you split amongst everybody that like participated, which is insane already.
So everybody gets that.
Everybody gets a piece of it.
wait. So how much does the winner make? Does the winner make more than everybody else, or
I think it's 25 million.
So the winner makes 25, and everybody else gets a little split amount.
Everybody gets a split.
I'm guessing
And
like
it's a lot of
not
people.
equal,
third, they
not
get like
equal
10,
split. Yeah, they
five,
Yeah,
get
it's not
tiered.
equal, yeah.
Yeah, get tiered.
oh, dude, I'd participate in that. No, bro, they give you
Dude,
money
that's-
regardless.
That's a fat sack. 200 million to play some golf.
PGA is done for, dude.
Tiger Woods better go out there.
Kidding
I hope Tiger Woods goes out there and just fucking kills it.
I don't
Brings
think
back.
he's gonna do it. I think he has too much
Oh
honor.
my
Has
god!
been
I hope he
PGA
does.
too
it.
long.
I don't fucking know, bro. But
Honor?
it's coming.
The guy was
Damn.
fucking prostitutes in the fucking back door of Arby's and shit. You know what I
He
mean?
had honor to golf, not women.
Is it really? He was at an Arby's.
It was like a parking lot of like an Arby's
Tiger
or
Woods is
Denny's
a
or something
nasty
like that.
man,
Get it
bro.
He was in
together,
it.
bro.
And honestly, the chicks he was banging, his wife was hotter, man.
But he had an
Yeah,
addiction. He had a
Yeah,
sex
he had an addiction. I think it went beyond like just sex. I think he actually like from like watching the documentary on him, he liked connecting like with these women like more than he could like with his wife, I guess, or
They're
whatever.
cool
the fuck.
hookers, or they were hookers, right?
Yeah, they were, and like they're interviewing the chicks that he was doing, and I'm like, bro, these chicks are like banged up. They look like they've
man.
had their face like hit on like a car door. Like these chicks look rough. And I'm
I
like,
mean-
if you look at his wife, you're like, his wife's pretty hot.
It's like hookers, like what you think of when you think of an actual prostitute.
yeah, I mean,
Imagine
there's a few that are hot, but like,
yeah.
yeah, hookers.
Imagine hookers after a 20-year career. They don't look fine.
Rough.
Oh man, they look roughed up. They probably
gotta
got
be rough.
stabbed once or twice.
They're like the human version of an NBA player's knees when they retire.
Of their feet, bro.
Yeah, just all banged up. They're all sideways and shit.
Some of them are. There's no coming back. Like that's it. It's
Some of them
done
have
for.
no ligament in them.
You might have to take that off when you're 60. Who knows, man? This thing is done for.
So you know how you were bringing up Game of Thrones earlier. So speaking of like Game of Thrones-esque shit, a few days ago, I played Dungeons and Dragons for the first time.
Oh yeah,
That
shit, I
shit
forgot about
it's
that.
hard.
Now all the people who are listening are like, "Oh, that shit's nerdy." as
Nah,
fuck."
Dungeons and Dragons,
Dude,
it
that
goes
is
hard,
the
bro.
coolest fucking shit probably I've ever done in my life.
You got to take
so
it seriously,
fun.
though.
It's so much fun.
And you gotta stay dedicated.
I took
Yeah.
it seriously, but I also like made jokes along the way. You
Yeah,
know
I was
what
doing
I mean?
silly shit.
Oh my gosh, God, aren't we nerds for doing
Yeah.
that?
I stabbed the orc in his dick. Roll the dice.
But it's tight because you make your own story like the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
You
I was
do whatever
just,
the fuck
I
you
was
wanna
just
do.
killing people. I wanted to kill anybody I could.
who was the dungeon master?
My buddy Michael.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta have some creativity and like you gotta be quick on your feet to do that sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I feel like that's the toughest. That's the toughest one to run is being the dungeon master because the dungeon master, for those who are unfamiliar with the term, is the person who's basically running the game. They're not playing a character in the game. They're pretty much just narrating and creating the story as you're playing the game.
Yeah.
So, like, let's say, you're like, okay, the way he did it, the way he set up the game was, okay, you guys are inside of a prison cell. And he drew the prison cell for us.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, you're wrapped up in these, like, spider-type nets, right? He's like, okay, so what do you do? So then you have to decide, okay, what do I do? So I said, I want to break out. So he's like, all right, to do, like, an initiative or an action, you have to roll.
Yeah.
So you roll a dice, and from, like, 1 to 20. The higher roll you get, basically, I guess maybe like the threshold will be like 10. So like, and he sets the threshold. So if you get higher than a 10, then yeah, you broke out of the ropes or the net. And then you're like, okay, what do I want to do? He'll be like, what do you want to do next? And then you got to be like, decide what you want to do and figure it out from there. And then he kind of tailors a story for other things to happen around that too.
Yeah. Just like offers like a setting or something and it's like, all right,
Yeah.
you're in a cave now and like this comes up. Like what do you want to do? You want to fight it? You want to run? You fight and like you roll the dice and like if it beats you, you beat it, blah blah blah. And like the story progresses that
That
way.
shit's
It's actually
tight,
pretty
bro.
cool.
It's tight as hell.
It's hard not to be silly though. It really is.
I mean, but it's fun. You can be silly if
Yeah,
you
you
want
could be.
to.
We were being
Yeah.
silly as shit, man. Like I was putting swords at people's asses. And
You
shit.
got it,
Just
dude.
things that didn't add anything to the story, but it was just.
If you roll a 2, you can do it.
Bro,
I was just-
drunk D&D.
I was backstabbing people. I was,
Drunk steal your car.
D&D.
Drunk D&D's got to be a great time.
That sounds
man.
hilarious.
That's gonna be a
we were
fantastic
we were
time.
drunk. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Makes it even
hilarious.
more fun. We should play sometime, guys. I think you guys would like it.
Yeah. I'd be very down.
I know this is gonna be a very trendy moment for me, but over the weekend I had these Simply Spiked lemonades, bro. The truth.
You a trendy girl, huh?
The greatest alcoholic drink I've
hot
ever
girl.
drank in my life,
Simply
bro.
spiked lemon. They're what do they spike them with? With gin?
It's just alcohol. It's 5% alcohol.
I don't know, bro. I've tried Mike's Hard and shit. It's
No,
tough,
it's
man.
literally like regular ass lemonade with just alcohol in it.
just like sugary and shit. Like a
Like a Simply. You had a Simply's lemonade before, right? It say Simply.
probably
Big black ass
I'm
No,
pretty
I've
sure.
had those before. Wait,
Oh
so
yes,
does it-
it's black and then the font is white.
Yeah, it's like
Okay,
curse.
So
yeah,
do you
yeah.
taste like the artificial sweeteners?
don't
'Cause
taste
that's the shit that I
anything.
hate. Or like the stevia. Whenever I drink like White Claw or anything like that, I taste the artificial
No,
sweeteners.
because that's a
It's
seltzer.
tough.
yeah.
So you tasting that. You tasting that and that weird ass carbonation. It's no carbonation. It's straight lemonade.
Shit, I could get down with that.
It tastes like lemonade like you make at home. That you make at home. That you drink out of a cup.
That you make it over.
Call me gay, man. Call me what you will. Oh, can't say that. Call me what you will.
Call you Buzz Lightyear. right?
Call me Buzz Lightyear. Call me the woman who kissed the woman in Buzz Lightyear. But
Hey, my Buzz Lightyear.
that ain't my fucking Buzz Lightyear. Take that gay Buzz Lightyear.
This is America.
No.
Why do we have Buzz Lightyear kissing dudes?
You got a fucking pussy in that movie.
What's the movie about, huh?
Fucking cats and gay people? I don't know, man. I can't get down with this, man.
I imagine like
Where's
the
Woody, man?
I imagine like Fox News anchors just looking at the camera and be like, "Is this what America's about now?"
Yeah.
You know, sucking dick, and
Just like under them, like the font's just going like Buzz Lightyear kisses.
and you know, it's always like in all caps. You know,
Every
so
time.
it's like aggressive and everything's like red. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's all aggressively fucking worded.
I don't know how you watch that channel and like you're not in fear all day.
in
Bro,
fear
you
and
can't,
anger.
yeah.
You're just scared of everything when you go outside.
CNN's the same shit, dude. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, it
Same
definitely
shit.
is.
They're
On the
all
opposite
just
side
in your
of the
face,
scale.
getting mad at the other side, and then vice versa. It's the same thing.
They're just scared.
They're just
You're just scared.
But what was I gonna say?
I don't know. You said something.
I don't know. I got a lot.
Like I'm a fan of seltzers and things like that more than beer. I'll tell you
I
this.
feel you.
The older I get, bro,
I like beer more.
the less I kind of give a shit about beer.
Bro, this weekend
I'll
I didn't
drink
drink
it,
any
but-
beer. I had Trulies and those lemonades, and I had a great time.
It's too heavy, man. Like the taste is
Yeah.
good sometimes, just depending on what you're doing and whatever. But
Get a nice Michelob, you'll be good,
Woo!
man.
You are, but like
Michelob
you drink
is
5 of
perfect.
those, the taste in your mouth, you're like,
Nah, bro.
Ugh.
I could drink 50 Michelobs and feel fine.
Michelob with like some pizza or like fucking what do you call Dos Equis, almost forgot the name. The Mexican beer.
Now, Dos
Mexican-
Equis, if you drink a lot of those, that's when I get like a little, all right, what we doing here? Like, this is a little too much beer for me.
I think it should. Maybe it's the carbonation.
It's the-
Since I never
it's-
drank
no, it's 'cause
carbonation,
it's
I don't know.
heavy.
Burp the shit out, man.
It's because it's heavy.
Yeah,
It
maybe
is
it's
heavy.
The carbonation.
Because Michelobs are super light and Dos Equis is
Carved up,
heavy.
dude. Fucking carbs like a motherfucker in there.
Speaking of Dos Equis and carving, I've been listening to this this book recently. 'Cause when I got back from Mexico, I started getting really into like researching like the Mayan culture and Aztec culture, and I was trying to look for a book that kind of like talks about that. And what I was finding out is that like we really don't know much about them because like a lot of their fucking history got burned
Yeah.
by like the Europeans or themselves. Like some of the like Aztec kings burned the shit, which is completely stupid to me.
No one knows who wiped them out, right?
They
that
don't
them?
really know. They're pretty sure it was disease.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty sure it was disease. So I was been listening to the book, and they're telling this story about there was this like smaller Aztec like kingdom basically, and near them, because the Aztecs had like their own city, right? But around them there was like other cities with other kinds of natives who weren't Aztecs, because the Aztecs were like warriors. They sacrificed people. They ate their hearts. All that kind of crazy shit, right?
We don't go over there.
We don't go with it. Yeah. Imagine just regular people, and then, the people on the other side of town are people that eat people and shit.
Yeah.
They're like that. So the regular people are like, okay, let's breed some goodwill, like, with each other. Like, so we can trade. Because the Aztecs had hella, like, they had gold. They had some really dope shit. They had gold. They had obsidian. Like, they had the drippiest drip you can imagine.
This is the craziest city I ever heard of my
They
life.
might have had it right. They might have been right.
They might have been right. So they had the drippiest drip you can imagine. So these people in this other city, these regular people, they're like, let's fucking trade with these crazy ass savages. So they are like trying to like breed goodwill. So like the king of this other city, he tells the Aztecs, he's like, listen, I'll give you one of my daughters. Like one of your warrior sons will marry my daughter, whatever, and then we can be like joined as a family, and we can be prosperous, whatever. The Aztecs are like, all right, okay. They take the girl, and then they have like a feast to celebrate in the Aztec town. So then the people from the good town, the regular town, they go and they visit the Aztecs, and they're like eating dinner or whatever, and they have like this huge, large feast. They have gold everywhere, and an Aztec priest walks out wearing the skin of the girl,
Yeah.
the daughter.
Damn.
Yeah.
He's wearing the flayed skin of the daughter almost like a gown. Like, and he's on top of his head, and like he has the girl's body all over him.
What do you do now?
And the king fucking obviously freaks out. And then the Aztec's like, what are you so mad about?
What's the big deal? I thought you brought her here for this.
Because
This is what he wanted to do with her.
apparently, like, the author was saying, like, to them that's like what they did to her, like, I guess, like, sacrificed her, was like an honor in their culture to, like, align someone with one of the gods.
Yeah.
They sacrificed her or some shit. But imagine you're the king and you just, like, they thought they were going to marry your fucking daughter. Little do you know, they fucking killed her.
And they walk out
Skin
wearing
it.
her.
What a priest walks out wearing
That's
her
insane.
skin.
and then you can't fight back because they will beat your
They
ass.
will kill
they
you.
will kill you and eat you.
So you just gotta. Oh, I gotta make another daughter.
I thought you were going to say that. I thought you were going to say that they were eeating her at the party. I was like, yo, that's insane.
Oh, my,
that'd be
imagine. How do you like the
insane.
food? It's your daughter. What? And they're fucking spit it out and shit. That's almost comedic. It's almost comedic to come out wearing someone's daughter's skin.
That's
and be like,
crazy.
what's the big deal? Like, that's funny.
I thought it looked nice.
That'd be a good comedy show.
A good comedy
That would
show.
be a crazy.
Wouldn't it, like Aztecs?
I could imagine it being a good like Game of Thrones type show where
I was
like
thinking that.
they do like they do like everything leading up to when the Westerners arrive. So like it'll end like as soon as the Westerners arrive,
Yeah.
something like that. I
Nah,
could
that's when
imagine
they get
that.
spicy. Then
It
you
is when
gotta
it gets
keep it
spicy.
going.
They
It
just
is when it
kill
gets
everybody.
spicy.
But you want
It
to
took
see
them a while,
but-
though. It took them a little
I
bit.
Let
guess-
that be like the
so.
end of the last season.
Yeah, you
where
want
they
to
just
like
kill everybody.
the last season, just the Westerners killing everybody. But most people died from like disease, so it's not really
Exactly.
the most like explosive thing to put
They're
on.
just gonna be
TV.
like, who brought the disease? And all the Westerners is gonna be like, I don't know who brought it.
Oh, just fucking horses and
Now
shit.
take this blanket, bitch.
Like, give me your gold. Here's
give
a
me,
fucking.
give me all your fucking. That's all they wanted.
Here's some salt or something. Like
Bro,
some,
that's
some
crazy,
bullshit.
dog.
Apparently, like when the first Westerners landed and the Aztecs encountered them, the Aztecs gave them like a bunch of gold and shit because they thought it would make them go away. It did the exact opposite. The Westerners were like, dude, this shit is cool as fuck. There's these fucking savages are giving us a bunch of gold. Let's go find more of this shit.
And they thought that they were like they thought that the Aztecs thought that they were like gods or something, right?
Yeah,
So
the
they
Aztecs
took
thought,
advantage of it basically.
yeah, the Aztecs thought they were gods because
That's crazy, bro.
they'd never
Oh,
seen
they
like,
did actually think they were gods.
White people.
Yeah, they thought they were gods. They figured out quickly that they weren't gods, and like they'd never seen white people and they'd never seen horses.
Yeah, that's
They
gotta
didn't.
be
Those
true.
horses didn't exist. I mean, the best they had was maybe like small donkeys or some shit. But imagine seeing like a 7 foot, 8 foot fucking horse.
That
That
is
would
kinda crazy.
blow your fucking mind.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's like an alien.
Yeah, and then a lot of these
Running
guys, you know,
fast as shit.
imagine seeing like people with like I don't know, like a 6 foot tall white guy with like red hair wearing armor. That must be the
bro.
biggest fucking trip. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Were they short?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Everybody was short though.
I'm pretty
White
sure
people
everybody was
probably
short.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was short.
Unless you were like in Iceland or some shit like that.
Oh,
Well, no,
yeah.
the Europeans know because they had fucking food, bro.
Oh,
They
they
had
were
big
bigger.
nutrition.
They were taller.
Yeah, because
Oh,
they
the
were
Europeans are
more well
small, too.
they were more well nourished. I mean, they were smaller, but for their I'm pretty sure they were probably bigger than like
And they
the
were older.
Aztecs.
They
were
lived to
just
40.
more well nourished. You know what I mean? Like they just have more food.
It's a good life.
At least the ones going over there because they're all like colonists, like
Yeah.
people trying to take over. So they're not the people going over weren't all poor.
Yeah, they were sending the
sending
best of
over
the
old people?
best. Like,
Yeah,
they were
they-
sending like their top guys.
Yeah,
over
they
there.
were sending like the dude. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And then he'd bring like 200 people who he's kind of familiar with. Some of them would be regular people. For the most part, they were all pretty like
God.
decently like well off people.
Bro, imagine like somebody's like, yo, just get on my boat and we're just gonna go somewhere you've never heard of, you've never been in your life, and you're just gonna live there for the rest of your life.
That is crazy.
And you're gonna get gold.
Yeah.
And there might be some bad bitches.
That's what I kept thinking. I was
That
like,
is
man,
crazy.
what? How did they convince people to be like, all right, come on, let's go.
You
Let's-
leave everything you know behind and go to this new land.
They supposed to be like strong people, but also people that were like, maybe like in heavy debt or like criminals or something like
Yeah.
that. Something like that to the point where like there's no reason for them to stick around.
Not really criminal.
Or
It's
I
just-
guess like maybe it was honorable. Maybe it was
I'm saying,
honorable
it's like
to get
rich
chosen
people.
for that
one,
mission.
one of the stories that he was telling was that there was this dude who came from like a really rich family, and like his dad was a physician, like a doctor. And back then, still, I mean, even to this day, being a doctor was like a very honorable position in their society in Spain. But the guy hadn't really found his way in life. I think he was like in his like early teens or 20s or something. So he didn't know what he wanted to do. So to make a way for himself, he wanted to become a colonist. So basically, he sold his inheritance, like his land. He sold a piece of it, and then he took that and he bought like ships and shit, and then he went on like a voyage to the New World to like maybe make something new over there.
Yeah.
I'm 19. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with my
It's
life.
almost over.
Let me go to a new continent.
I'm having a midlife crisis.
I'm having a midlife crisis. I
Bro,
guess I'll
if
move
Jeff-
countries.
If Jeff Bezos was alive, he'd be on that boat.
Yeah, he
He'd
would.
be one of the people on that boat just like, fuck it, I'm here.
Wearing a cowboy hat.
I got
Just tripped out, bro. Geeked up.
the first dude in the whole town to wear a cowboy hat. And he just walking around, oh, there goes Jeff again.
Fucking Jeff.
Fucking Jeff in his hat.
Just short, swole Jeff with a cowboy hat, striding around. I would imagine
Has a
Jeff
little-
strides around real hard.
Has a little tan.
Yeah, has a little tan, bald.
He's still sweet. Speaks
like a
that
turkey,
little-
though.
He's in that weird little alien language he uses.
Oh my god.
What a trip that must be though. Like you said, Gio. I mean, to go. They literally called it the New World.
Yeah.
Because they had a world already. Like they knew, like like Africa and like Asia and Europe. That was all like one thing, and they knew like, okay, this is what the world is. We have islands in the Pacific. Okay. They didn't know there was a whole nother fucking piece of the world. That's
With
kind
people
of,
that look completely different than you, that speak a whole nother language.
That is really crazy. You show up there, you don't know what you're gonna see. You don't know what kind of plants. You don't know what kind of people, kind of animals. You don't know.
you don't know if they're gonna kill
Exactly.
You don't know if it's exactly the same as your place. You don't know if it's like completely different. Bro, you show up and like imagine it's like green plant. I mean, like orange plants and all kinds of crazy.
Bro,
looking
I know.
white people are
creatures.
fucking insane, bro. They just pulled up to the place like, yo, we here.
We're here.
Give us some
Give us
stuff.
some shit.
Gold.
What do you got?
What
What
do
do you
you
got?
got?
For me?
What do you got?
What do you got for me?
What do you
Empty
got,
pockets. What do you
Mexi?
got?
What do you got, Mexi?
You
Come on,
Mexi boy, come here.
Come on.
Empty pockets. What do you
You know,
got?
they're
for
just
me?
the big planet heads. What
Bro,
do you
that
got?
That is so. What do you?
What do
show
you
me
got?
what you got, bro. That is so funny that they gave them gold, like thinking they'd leave.
Yeah, they gave them gold.
Fucking-
Said
like,
what?
This is awesome. This is going. It's
Yeah.
going way better than we thought it would.
It's awesome. Let's write back and tell the people in Spain that they have a bunch of gold here, so they can send more of us to come here
Oh my
and
God,
take
bro.
the land from these people who've lived here for thousands of years.
Dog,
Wow,
that
man.
shit's crazy.
Yeah, we took the party to their house. We brought diseases and we brought horses, and we just fucked shit up.
Pretty
know
much.
what's-
And they brought their own religion. They forced their religion,
yeah.
or they tried to force their religion on the Aztecs. It just didn't work on the
Yeah.
Aztecs.
What's
Just
crazy
sacrificing
is
people. There's no chance of changing. Not to that.
for sure. But what's crazy is like if everywhere that these white people went, right, the colonialists and all that shit, everywhere they traveled to go to, like for the first time, if all the people there just killed them on sight, the world would be completely different.
That's what I was gonna say. Imagine if like they treated them like a threat automatically,
it'd
and
be
they
way
like
different.
ambushed them because they're in their land. There's no
Definitely.
chance they wouldn't have fucked them up. If
But
they
we
had
don't
the-
know who y'all are.
I
Yeah.
think it speaks to like human curiosity though. Like the Aztecs, like you think them being like, because they're like a warrior culture, so you think their first instinct would be to like kill, but no, like they were literally like genuinely astounded by the way these people looked. They were just fascinated. They were like, I want to know more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the Aztec king, I think like Montezuma was his name. He didn't want to kill them, at least not immediately. After
Yeah.
they overstayed their welcome, I think he changed his mind.
Which I
But
get, but I'm like also like, man, fuck that.
Wow.
Kill them motherfuckers.
as a new person, kill him. You know what I mean?
Who is that? Yeah, that's crazy. And then we showed up like just for the sole purpose of taking some shit.
Exactly.
Coming back with some new expensive stuff that we can make some money.
And
off
we're
of.
going over there, and we know we're going to make it back home. So y'all ain't going to kill us anyways.
Yeah.
So we'll be all right.
Well, actually, no, they might have not made it back home.
Some of them might.
Some
not.
of them didn't.
Imagine
Make,
your-
a lot
your-
of them didn't make it back home. A
Your
lot of
ship
them died
fucks
there.
up or something like that. That's a long trip.
Yeah.
That's
On
a
some-
real long trip.
on some Roanoke shit.
Bro, being on a fucking.
Shit.
being on
Can
a
we talk about
fucked
how
up boat-
bullshit that is? That people are like, no one knows who started Roanoke. Bro, we
no.
know what happened.
I think they. So you're talking about the 3 original American colonies. It was like Roanoke
Yes.
and like 2 other ones. And Roanoke, the other ones, they know what happened. Roanoke was a colony that one of the first American. I think it was the first American colony that they developed.
I think so. It
And
was one, for sure. It was one.
No
of them.
one knows what happened to them. Like people don't know if they all died off or like or weather fucked them up or they just moved,
Yeah,
which is strange.
that motherfuckers died.
You think
Think
that
so?
The
how could-
natives was like, bro, we got to get one of y'all.
That's true though. They were warring with the natives, but like, how could they die? They had like a bunch of shit. Like, you know, like they were like they had a bunch of shit coming in from like England and shit. You know what I mean? So they had resources and like guns and shit. So they were able to fight. I'm thinking it was like some kind of climate event or like disease, or literally they just moved. Like
I
they
think
just-
it's some of them died and some of them left.
Didn't
Yeah,
they make
I
it
think a
sound
lot
like
of them
didn't they make it sound like there was no actual proof of like what it was?
They make it sound
Wouldn't
like
be
it was
proof if there was a scrap.
they made it sound like there was a scrap and no one knows what happened.
Pretty
But
much.
They for sure
Oh.
say it was a scrap.
some
Oh, then
motherfuckers
yeah,
left.
Okay, well then
Yeah.
some
Some
people-
motherfuckers
Some
left.
people had to be like see the writing on the wall. Like, okay, I should probably get the
Yo,
fuck
they
out of
just
here.
killed both of our neighbors. We should leave here.
These,
time to go.
these Indian people are rather mad.
They're pretty upset.
Why are these Indian people so upset, huh?
Oh man, that's got to be some scary shit. Being in another fucking place and there's no, you gotta just run away. Just run into
That's
the
all
woods
you
and
can
hide.
do.
But think about like, man, Indians got such the short end of the stick, man, because they didn't, just like the Aztecs, they didn't come out like warring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They came out like curious, and like some of them spoke fucking English. You know what I mean? And they were talking with people and they were trading with people. They gave us fucking corn, all this shit.
Some Native Americans spoke English.
Yeah.
How's that even
They
possible?
learned the language.
Oh,
yeah,
like quickly. It's
over
like-
time. Yeah. So like, what would happen is like some of them would get taken like as slaves or something like that, and like they'd get taken back to like England, and then they'd bring them back. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's
So like in those
fucked up.
first few years, there was a lot of Native Americans who ended up getting to know English because of shit like that.
Damn.
And then like Squanto, the motherfucker from Thanksgiving, man,
Squanto.
I didn't know he had a name.
he knew English, bro.
Wow.
Damn, that's
And
fucked
he gave
up.
motherfuckers corn and shit. He showed them how to plant it. Like he showed them everything about the land, how to live off of it, all these Native American techniques and shit.
Aw.
And
we
they go
almost
around
wiped
and
him out, bro.
and just fucking kill him, man.
And
The
now we
same
got
man
all
he
that
gave the
land.
corn to gave him a good old stabbing.
Fucking Trail of Tears took all their land.
Yeah,
That's some crazy
Jesus
shit, bro.
Christ said that this is my land. Now you got to get going.
That's just crazy, man.
That is nuts, dude.
From sea to Shannon Sea.
From sea to Shannon Sea.
From New York to California.
And now we just got them in barbed wire trailer parks, bro. Just fucking the last like
Pretty
few
much,
Native
man.
Americans that are alive.
They can gamble. We gave
Yeah.
them casino.
We
We
gave
gave them
something.
casinos. We got them addicted to alcohol. I don't think they had alcohol before. Before us, they did not have alcohol, if I'm not mistaken. So we introduced.
Kush.
Yeah, well, they were just
Yeah.
smoking weed and doing mushrooms and shit. We introduced them to alcohol, which completely wrecked their culture because people like Native American people tried it and they were like, "This thing is awesome."
Yeah, it's great.
And they kept drinking and they started beating their women and shit. Like what happened? That's what happens with alcohol.
That's the American way.
Yeah,
They became true Americans that day.
became true Americans and
Give him some jean shorts and a
gave some
spatula and just let him beat his wife.
smallpox infected jean
A
shorts.
good old gift card to Outback.
Yeah, gift card to Outback.
Oh
Man.
man, bro.
That's
That's
some
just
crazy shit. That's some
that.
crazy ass shit.
That is, man, they just went all over the world and just said, "Fuck it, we just gonna take all y'all shit," and they just bowed down.
Yeah. What can you do?
And they wiped out the natives in like 100 years, 200 years.
Yeah,
Scary
man.
ass shit, bro. I'm just thinking Red Dead. I'm just thinking like just
In Red Dead Redemption, bro, they don't give a fuck about the
Bro.
natives.
No, they don't.
They don't give a fuck.
Just traveling through land, bro, and bears can attack you. All kinds of shit can attack you. It's fucking crazy. What an absolute trip, dude.
Well, it was just a wild country, man.
It's a wild ass country. You can show up with some big ass deers and shit. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? Just hear. Imagine like the noises you're hearing in the middle of the night. Of
Oh
all
my
the
God,
creatures
bro.
like that live there. Just, oh,
Right?
what the fuck is happening? Where am
Wolves
I?
and fucking moose and
Bro, and
shit.
everybody's
Jurassic
house,
Park, dude.
everybody's house was just isolated.
Yeah.
No one lived like next to each other. Everybody's house was like on their own. So you're just like, bro,
If someone would live like in the woods, like with 500 yards around them is nothing. It would just
Nothing.
be all trees and just there's no other people.
it's your family and then 10 bears.
They must have been tough as nails, bro. They must have been like not even thinking about ghosts and like
Right.
you know, like no spooky shit. Like they don't
Nah,
give a shit.
they probably thought about ghosts. a
They're
little
probably
bit.
hardcore, dude. They're probably like that's their
fucking-
whole life.
Like on some Abraham Lincoln shit, building their own log cabins.
Yeah.
And fucking
He's got
growing
kids
up in log
exploring at
cabins.
night by themselves and shit. It's like he'll be fine. he'll be
I'll
okay.
be fine. You'll be back for work tomorrow. You know what I mean?
He'll be back for work. Papa, I'm gonna go hunt rabbits. He'll be fine. Let the boy go.
I'm going to the town. If I don't make it back, just build me a nice little thing, a little tombstone.
Think
out
about all the
back.
practical shit they taught kids back then, though, man. Like literally, they probably taught them like tying rope, how to fucking shoot, how to fucking cook and
Yeah.
clean an animal, all that shit. Now, what do kids learn? How to go on Roblox.
Fruit Ninja, bro. Fruit
Ninja.
Fruit Ninja, Jesus.
How to watch
That's OG, nah, that's
stupid
OG.
loud YouTube videos.
Yeah, Coco Melon and
Coco
fucking,
Melon.
Coco Melon, shit like that.
fucking PewDiePie and
Because
shit.
they were doing that because what if I die and my kid is just alone?
No, true,
That's
dude.
true.
Yeah.
You want the motherfucker to be able to, you know,
Bro, I could die tomorrow.
Survive.
I could go to the city and just try to have a drink at a bar and it's gonna be a shootout.
Yeah.
And now I'm just dead.
people
Damn,
were
bro.
dying pretty early.
Yeah. Not even that. People just dying just cause. Shootouts. Motherfuckers are outlaws for real.
Imagine how strange it must have been back then, though, because you know, because most people were dying like. Not many people would make it to like 50. That was a rare age. Imagine the motherfuckers that were like in their 70s back then or 80s. They must have been looked at as like, how the fuck did this guy get this old?
This guy's wise. This guy's a god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably like how they fucking looked at people.
And it looked disgusting.
And now those people are now people that age are running our country.
Yeah, dude, older than that's fucking crazy. Actually, if you really think about it,
It is
Yeah.
actually wild.
Motherfucker's almost 80. What is happening?
I saw Joe Biden was on an interview with Jimmy Kimmel, and then he was like asking him questions, and Joe Biden would just go off on these crazy tangents. Like
Bro.
I think Jimmy Kimmel asked him like, "What can we do to help like inflation? Like, can we do anything to help with this inflation?" And then Joe Biden basically just goes off on this tangent about the Republicans and yada yada yada. And he's like, "Well, you know what I mean? Like,
or is the dentures falling out and shit?
I'm not gonna lie, there are some times where I forget that he's president.
same
Like, I
man.
just be like, I don't know who's up there right now.
Picture an 80-year-old, bro. Picture an 80-year-old driving you around in a car, right? Like you're in the back seat, and 80-year-old's driving you around in the car. Picture that.
I don't want him
Picture-
driving.
Picture trusting an 80-year-old to like turn off the stove or like something like you got to call your 80-year-old grandpa. Please, God, tell me that he turned the stove or something like that. Now picture him running the entire country. Probably the strongest country in the world.
Yo, man.
It's absolutely insane. Like, how is this happening?
I don't know anymore.
We need some fucking 35-year-old in there, bro. We need some 35-year-old who's fit as hell, just who fucking goes running every day and shit. Like,
We need George Washington.
we need George Washington in there.
Jesus Christ, man.
Fucking George Washington.
I don't know, bro. It's gotta be an overhaul eventually. It's got to be a rebuild. America needs to go through a rebuild,
Yeah, we
like
do.
the Rockets.
Yeah.
He needs to go through a
We need a
Some
rebuilding
young
phase.
bucks,
He
dude.
needs to start
We need
drafting
some young talent.
some young talent. We need a 25-year-old at president right now.
Apparently,
that.
there's like I think he's 26, a 26-year-old Congress guy.
Really?
He's a Republican and he's in a wheelchair.
That's how he got there.
Those are substantially evil, though.
Yeah.
If you're a Republican
Greg
and you're in a wheelchair, it doubles your evil factor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very true.
Bro, I didn't know he was Republican. I thought you were just saying
His
'cause
name,
he's in a wheelchair.
His name is Madison Cawthorn.
Oh, was he the
Hawthorne?
guy that was
He got caught with a bunch of guns. Fucking
No, he
dumbass.
got caught. They was like he was doing like gay shit with his friends.
No way.
Yeah, they exposed it. 'Cause
Wheelchair gay shit?
He was the one that was talking about the Republicans, right? Like he was talking about how Republicans are like
He is a
some
Republican.
shit like that. I know, but he was talking about them. He was talking shit about them.
I don't know if he was talking shit about
Bro,
him.
they exposed some Republican dude that's in the wheelchair, and they was like, yo, he'd be doing gay shit with his friends.
It's probably him because there's not many Republican dudes in wheelchairs.
and he still won like an election recently.
God
But
damn.
it was
I'm sure
crazy.
he did.
That shit was wild.
Those stories are always so
And
funny.
dude, he's I think 25, 26 years old. He's our age,
That's insane.
Lame
and he's
ass.
representing a fucking like a whole area of people.
Now that you say that, I don't want no young person representing America.
No,
I don't want
you
some
need a
douche
hot,
like that.
40-year-old, bro.
Yeah, I
You need
need
like
a good 40-year-old.
You know?
Yeah.
Something like that, dude.
Give me like a good like Rob Lowe.
Someone with a good head on their
man.
shoulders, dude. Not some old ass fucking person. Definitely not some young ass person either.
Yeah, not no young ass
But
person.
bro,
I want to
80
look at.
years old. It's crazy to
It's a
think. about.
24-year-old doing gay shit with his friends.
Damn, dude.
That doesn't
I
represent the
feel
purpose.
represented.
Saudi Arabians would freak out. They'd fucking freak out, dude.
You're like, this is who they sit to talk to me.
Oh my god.
I just saw you rubbing your ass on another man. I never deal with this country.
Man.
Nah.
This is kind of off topic, but I don't know why I just thought about this. They're fucking. So you guys heard the Joker 2's coming out, right?
Yeah, man.
Bro, they're gonna make it a musical.
Oh, God. I
Cool.
don't know how I feel about that.
How on
That
earth are they gonna pull that off?
That movie, first of all, does not need a sequel.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
And if it's gonna get one, like it doesn't even need to be centered
I
around
can't
Joker.
believe that Joaquin Phoenix even signed up for that. Like,
yeah.
if you ever seen the other guy's other movies, like he doesn't sign up for bad shit.
But what did you say earlier? If the money is green,
If your money's green,
somebody gonna do whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
man.
you say.
If
Maybe that
money's
script is
green.
crazy. Maybe the idea is wild, but didn't he like kind of say that they're gonna do a trilogy?
No, he was against a sequel.
He
when
was,
it
but
first
then
came out.
he got on board, and I could have
Maybe
sworn
because
that
of
they
the
were gonna
money.
do three of them.
maybe it's because of the money, man.
I'm cool. I'm down with a musical. I ain't gonna watch it, but
I
I,
don't
mean,
wanna
it's
I do
fucking
not like
musical, dude.
musicals, bro.
That is gonna ruin it. How are they gonna do that? Like I'd imagine, okay, like this will be like the best version of it, hopefully, but like even the best version in my mind is not
I
good.
think Lady Gaga's gonna be in it.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be Harley Quinn.
I'm really not gonna watch
She's
it.
not bad. You know, I saw her.
That's
in,
worse than it being a musical to me.
I saw her in House of Gucci. She wasn't terrible.
I didn't
She was
see
one of the
that.
better characters in that movie.
I heard the movie was bad.
The movie could have been better. You know who was bad in it?
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto,
Bro, he
is
talks
the
with
worst.
the most Mario fucking Italian accent, but he's the only
Hey,
like
what are you doing?
I swear to God, just like that. And his name is like Pepe or something
And he's
like
like
that.
a big. He's like a big person.
Yeah, he's like a person in like a little fat suit, and he's talking like
Oh
this,
my
and he's like the silly one in the Gucci family, and like everyone thinks of him as like silly.
Bro,
and
why do they let him act? He's so
He's
bad,
trash,
bro.
He's
He's
bad.
so bad.
he was like the comedic relief, but like there was definitely like real cringy parts.
I just liked him in
Definitely.
Fight Club when he was getting his face punched in. That's the only.
I still forget that
place
he's in
I
that
like
movie.
him.
Poor guy hasn't caught a break in years.
What about Dallas Buyers Club?
He was good. He's
That
that
was
he
like
was actually
2014
good
or
in.
something. That was a while ago.
That was the only thing he was good in.
And
It's
then
the
after that
only
is it.
thing.
Honestly, bro.
What about Blade Runner?
he? He was in, yeah.
He was in the new
Actually, you know what? He was okay in Blade Runner.
one. That's all the movies I have.
He
for him.
wasn't good. He was
So-
okay.
He didn't have a big role though. He was just there.
Yeah,
He was chilling.
that's true. He didn't really have much to do in Blade
That's
Runner.
usually how his shit. He was like a rich person or something like that, right?
No, he.
That movie. I need to rewatch it because it was 3 hours long. First of all, and
God
the
damn,
plot
really?
is kind of all over the place.
I
but
could-
I liked what I saw.
I don't remember what he was, but I could see him in my mind. He was like in the. He had like
He's,
fucked
I think
up
he's
eyes
like
or
he's
something.
like controlling, the main dude's daughter or
Oh,
some
okay.
shit. If I don't remember, I have to rewatch the movie to really give you a full, accurate, reading. of it.
I'm down with comic book movies doing something creative. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it being a musical.
Fucking musical.
I just don't know how they would do that,
Do
man.
anything else.
Like, imagine
When they say
Joaquin Phoenix
musical?
up there singing with Lady
I don't want
Gaga.
Joaquin. He does
But
have a good voice.
When
but
they
I don't
say
want him
when they
singing.
say musical, are we talking about like Les Miserables? Or are we talking like High School Musical, where it's like there's dialogue, and then there's songs.
Listen, as classy as you get, I've never seen Les Miserables, but I'm sure it's like
That shit is awful.
But
That
I
shit is
thought you were gonna say it
horrible.
was good.
No, that shit is all.
Hey, what's
I
the
mean, like where they're
what's the
singing
song
like
in the-
damn near the whole time.
What's the song in Les Miserables?
Oh,
I've
fuck,
dreamed a
man.
dream. What's the song?
I can't.
don't
The only
remember,
one
bro.
I remember is when Hugh Jackman is singing with Russell Crowe, and he's like, "I did not steal" or some shit like that. And I'm like,
I remember
"Dog."
that. I remember.
So silly.
I remember at the beginning of the movie, he's poor, and then he goes to like, he knocks. He's like a homeless dude, and then he goes and he knocks on the door of like a church, and he's like, "Can I please sleep here?" And the church is like, "Of course, my son, come in." And then in the middle of the night, he wakes up and steals a bunch of their shit.
Damn.
and then as he's leaving, the fucking priest catches him, and the priest is like, he's like, "I can't believe it,"
Man.
but he's like, "It's okay." And then he just lets him. He gives him some more shit to take.
Real.
Yeah, the priest is like, "Here, like it's okay."
Wholesome.
And I think the
That's
guy,
right.
I'm trying to remember. I think he takes it, but he feels bad, and then eventually he turns his life around. At the end of the movie, he becomes like the mayor of the town.
Oh wow.
Oh, good for
Yeah.
him.
Had a happy ending.
Yeah,
I don't remember none of that shit.
Jean Valjean. That's the fucking character's name.
Jean
It's actually
Valjean.
the story of that movie is really fucking good.
It's
but
about
the,
base.
the musical is
too much singing,
Too
man.
much singing.
It's damn near all singing.
Really?
I dreamed a dream.
That's kind of
That's
annoying.
Anne Hathaway's in that thing too. She's bald.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah, she
remember that.
is. She is bald.
They
in that
shaved their
shit.
fucking head.
Jesus Christ, dude. But yeah, I
Slapped her around.
there's
shaved
no
her
way
head.
a fucking musical is gonna be slapped.
She got slapped around by some Frenchmen and they shaved their head.
Oh really?
I think that's what happened.
I think all women got slapped around just a little bit. I think you had to accept that as a woman.
Bro, it was trash back then.
It
for
was a
women,
bad
bro.
time for
Yeah,
women.
I don't think you make it to like 10 without getting smacked up pretty bad at some point. As a woman, bro.
Oh my god.
You get smacked up pretty bad as a woman back then.
Oh my god,
That's rough, dude. But
that's crazy.
that shit's not gonna be good, man. That's just not gonna be good. And the way that the first one ended, like the way that it played out, it was so dark and so gritty and
The
shit.
Joker?
Yeah, what the
Yeah.
fuck? What are they gonna be singing about, bro? What are they gonna be singing about?
Is it? I gotta read. I gotta see who said it's gonna be a musical.
No, it's
It's confirmed.
like real deal?
The
Yeah.
director confirmed it.
That is
Yeah.
bananas.
like I don't mind Lady Gaga in there. It's just I
I
don't
mind.
know.
Speaking of sequels, did you
She's a good
guys
singer.
did you guys hear they're gonna make for two things? Did you hear they're gonna make a Squid Games 2?
Sad.
And then also, did you hear? I think this is even more sad. They're gonna make a reality show
Oh, never mind.
of Squid Games. People are actually not gonna die, but I think it's gonna be the highest prize ever for a reality show. People get like I think $4 or $5 million if they win.
I heard about that. I think that'll be good. You don't like that?
It's cool, but like. Think about it. Defeats the purpose
Of the
what
show.
the show was about,
That's
bro.
true. They can't both
I
be
feel
playing
like,
at the same time.
We're watching this entertainment of people selling their souls. The whole show is against like selling yourself for money. It's about being
Exactly.
kind to other people regardless of that.
I
That's
know
like
it's
a
all
huge
about-
social commentary is like the big thing of the show.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that is true.
And
That is
they're-
very true.
like they're so tone deaf to make a fucking
Well, they're the
reality
same
show around
fucking
the shit.
company that has like pride shit at the top of their shit, and then they have a bunch of comedians that are like, "Nah, fuck that gay shit."
I mean, hey man,
If your money is green,
like you said, man, money talks. Yeah, they saw the opportunity and they fucking took it. They couldn't wait, bro.
But
They-
my
they
issue
couldn't
with-
leave that one in the vault for just a few years.
They
couldn't
couldn't
do
at
it.
all, bro.
Oh,
But the
no.
issue isn't that the issue isn't Netflix. It's the fact that people are going to be like, "Oh, man, I really thought fucking number 45 should have won," or some shit like that. It's like, bro, you shouldn't watch this.
Nah, bro, you're gonna go to work every week talking about. You see fucking
Somebody's
Squid Games this week,
but yeah, high key,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm complaining, but I'm gonna watch it.
bro. That's gonna be good. But like, it's a good idea. But like you said, bro, they should be doing it at the same
Isn't that-
time
isn't that
because that
funny?
is completely tone
They,
deaf.
they know the slop we want. They give it to us.
And
Exactly.
the thing is, we'll
eat up
it happily,
pigs,
bro.
Eat up pigs. They
We'll
just
eat it
hand
happily.
just feed it to
And they
us.
need money, bro. They need people to like stay
Netflix
there.
is fucking dying, man.
The
Their
fuck,
share
man.
price is taking like a shit because they lost subscribers for the first time, like I think fucking ever.
Yeah.
as they should.
They had one of the nastiest stock drops since like fucking the 80s, right, or something like that.
Well, they haven't been around since the 80s.
No, like they had.
You're talking
the-
about comparable.
Yeah, comparable. Like from day to day.
yeah.
Like it was like 20-something% or something like
No, I think it was more. It might have been like
They really did it to
40
themselves,
or
though.
like 70 or something like
that.
that.
40%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Oh
crazy.
my
It was
goodness.
a lot.
I thought it was like 24. That's crazy.
They
Yeah.
did it to themselves.
Jesus.
It's their
They
fault.
did. Yeah, they scaled too quickly. They made too much content too quickly,
Yeah.
and they did not place enough like emphasis on making good, high quality content.
You know what
And
would
they
save
didn't-
Netflix? If they worked out some distribution deal with A24.
that
That would save
and
their
you know what I
ass.
think they're lacking? Sports content, like live sports and shit like that. If they can make like live sports deals or like have
tough.
like broadcast shit,
Yeah, that'd be tough.
I think they could make a lot more money. But it's tough because like a
Hulu
lot,
snagged it.
Hulu snagged
snagged
it.
it.
Disney same shit. Hulu.
Peacock.
they already have shit's already sold off for the most part, and like the NFL and NBA have their own deals with like the major broadcasters.
That should be expensive as
So
hell.
Netflix would have to pay but if they did, it honestly it would make them their money back. Like let's say if they paid $500 million for the rights for exclusive rights to the NFL, they would make their money back in.
It would cost more than $5 million.
It would cost more than 500. It'd probably cost
a couple hundred.
It'd probably cost like $1 billion for exclusive rights to the
My
NFL.
God.
It'd probably cost a couple billion, but they'd make that back within a few years. Promise. There's that many people that watch football, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
100%. There's that.
Because people stream,
Yes,
stream illegally nowadays a lot.
Yeah, that is true.
You know
But
what I mean?
imagine
Only like the diehard fans that really want it in good quality are gonna pay for it.
And I think most of that money is ad money that the broadcasters make from the NFL.
That's true.
So
they would
don't
just
play
be
ads.
True.
you just be making money off subscriptions.
There's no
Yeah.
incentive for the NFL to be like, okay, let's do it. Is what you're
exactly.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
They lose all their sponsorships.
They'd have to back up a fucking boatload of cash to do it.
And then what if you already have a Netflix account? You're like, damn, I get the NFL too. It's like, so you're not even getting new people that sign up to it. You're just getting people that are already there.
Damn. So
premium
what can they do?
They need to
Shit.
fucking make better movies.
That's it. That's it.
That's all
That's
they
it,
need
man.
to
Bro, because
do.
they backed themselves into a corner bad. They didn't listen to their fans. They like canceled a bunch of shows that people liked and shit like that.
That is true.
They fucking they set up this whole system where they released the whole season in the same day, which completely fucks it up because someone could just binge it.
But I like that.
I do too, but like they can't go back now. Like
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
imagine all the people that just binge shit and then just cancel. You know what I mean? Like Disney and Hulu, they keep them on a string a little bit.
Yeah.
Or,
Or no, Hulu does that too, don't they?
when
Hulu
Netflix
drops it all.
Yeah, what Netflix
drops it all.
what Netflix is doing now is they'll drop like half of a season and they'll drop the rest of it later. That's what they did with Stranger Things.
Yeah, it's still not enough though, man.
I like it, though.
because the weekly thing will really keep them around. You know, people just binge that shit, and if they were to change it to the point where they did it like they only release once a week,
Yeah.
people would be so upset. People wouldn't care enough about the show to stick around. They'd be so
Exactly.
angry and they'd feel so betrayed and shit. That's just
True.
how people are. They'd be like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
Because I think with Ozark, they dropped the first half in like 1 month, and then I think 2 months later they dropped the second half.
Yeah,
and I was
they're-
like, that's a little bit too
They're like,
long.
let's keep these motherfuckers subscribed as long as we can.
Yeah. So for Stranger Things, they're like, okay, we're just gonna do a month, but we're gonna do like the last 2 episodes or whatever, and then that's it.
Yeah.
But the last 2 episodes are going to be like, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours.
Exactly.
Worth
Yeah, I
of
guess
content.
the episodes were so long, people were kind of okay with it. They are
They
really long
fucked
episodes,
themselves, bro. They just make too much shit that no one watches.
That's the big issue.
It's
And they don't
absurd,
know
bro.
they don't know their market. Like their market isn't fucking teenagers that watch one movie one time and then that's it.
Like I'll go on Hulu, I'll go on HBO, and I'll find movies that like I've never seen before that
Exactly.
are good. On Netflix, dude, it is almost impossible, man. It is
Yeah.
so hard to find something that's actually good. Like you think something looks good, and you look up the reviews, and it's almost never good.
No, they have good shit. It's just I've seen all the shit they have that's good, and it wasn't made by them. Is
Yeah.
the thing. Like,
I
they
watched the
have
movie.
a good catalog, but I've just seen they have like the classics, like Saving Private Ryan. You know, like what other movies have I seen on there? But they just have a shitload of the classics. Is what I'm saying.
I watched a
Yeah.
movie the other day called Windfall. So good. And I'd never heard of this movie before like 2 weeks ago. And it was just there, just sitting there.
On Netflix?
It was on Netflix.
Was it
Sometimes their algorithm is
Uh,
shit.
like a
too.
light synopsis?
It's about a guy. It's about a couple. One of the guy, well, the husband in the couple is like the Elon Musk of that world or whatever, and then like his wife is somebody that used to be his assistant, and then a guy tries to rob them.
Typical.
Oh.
Well, yeah, but it's basically about a guy trying to rob them, and like I can't get into it, but it's a wild
They're
story.
trying to like outsmart him and get out of the house or some shit like that.
No,
Or he's like
I'll give you
blackmailing him or
one light
something?
spoiler because so basically the guy's trying to rob him. He doesn't know how the money works. He's like, I want like $10,000, and they're like, bro, if you want to do a crime, like you're gonna need a couple $100,000. And he's like, okay, just give me $600,000. And they're like, okay, it's gonna get here tomorrow. And he's like, what the fuck? I can't be to rob y'all now. And so it's
Stay
about
the
that
night.
shit.
Don't worry. Stay the night.
So basically, they're just waiting for the money, and they're just talking about shit the whole time. It's pretty funny.
Oh, that's interesting.
See, I like movies like that. I like movies where like if the dialogue is written like great,
Mm-hmm. It's good.
those movies can be super interesting.
Hour 25, and it has
love
Jason
that.
Segel, Lily Collins,
What?
and the redhead from Breaking Bad, Jesse Plemons.
Hour 25 is good.
Jesse Plemons is his name.
Todd? You talking about Todd?
Todd, yeah.
Todd.
No idea
Fat
what it
Todd.
is. Fat
Yeah,
Todd,
yeah,
dude.
Fat
Yeah,
Todd.
chunky.
Big
Hour,
Todd. now.
Hour 25 is excellent.
It's a good
Hour
movie.
25 is
That's
excellent.
perfect.
Speaking of Red, have you guys seen this fucking... There's a video online of this guy. He's in front of like a cage. And then the very beginning of the video, you see like an orangutan leap
Oh yeah.
in front of the
Oh,
cage.
man.
Like he's in front of the cage. It leaps to the cage. And then it grabs him. and it's like holding on to him. And he's like, ah! He's like some foreign dude. He's like screaming as the orangutan's just holding him, and then the orangutan like fucking grasps with all his strength and just holds the guy's arm, and the guy's fucking freaking out, and he's just fucking like trying to rip his clothes off and his friends are fucking pulling him. And then, like, eventually they, like, wrestle him away from the orangutan. And then, like, the orangutan has his foot and tries to take a bite of his foot.
Oh, my God.
But he misses.
I didn't see the whole video, but, like, I saw him, like, the guy's pretty much horizontal against the cage. That's how strong the fucking thing is. He's holding it, like, with all its might.
That's hilarious.
Bro, those things will beat the shit out of you.
They're strong as fuck.
Those things will beat the absolute shit out of you.
Up.
If you look at the face of the orangutan, it was like a normal Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like, it was not having no problems, like, just holding onto this guy.
He's just like, I'm
Just
just going to
chilling.
hold you. I'm just going to hold you here.
Yeah. Just strong. Bro, they're just fucking super strong, like fucking douchebags.
I have a question.
What's up, bro? What are you doing, bro? I just fucking...
I know the normal question is to be like, okay, what would you do in this situation? But fuck that. What would you do if you're watching your friend getting grabbed up by a monkey against a cage like that?
You gotta be nice to him, bro. You don't freak out.
Nah, I kept thinking the whole time, like, what I would do is I would, like, if I had water, I would splash water in his eyes or something like that. And then the orangutan would be like, ah. And
That's
then,
not
like,
a bad idea.
There
That's
you go.
not a bad
That's
idea.
why I kept thinking I would do.
But you
like,
can't be mean. You can't, like, scratch it or something like that.
No,
'Cause
and
I think
wouldn't.
then it would, like,
You think
hold
I
on
want to
harder.
get near it? You're crazy.
It already got you. I'm
It
not.
already got you. And you know
You're
what
already
I-
a lost cause, buddy.
Yeah. You know what I also thought? I was like, let's say if I don't have water on me or any kind of liquid, I'll just get my shoe and I'll throw it at the orangutan's eyes.
But you can't get it through the holes.
Yeah, it's a cage.
No, the cage, it had big enough holes to
Man,
where,
you got
like,
some good ass aim.
oh, actually, you know what? I don't know if I could get it through the holes.
It
tough
has
one.
to be a
Oh,
solid
you know what?
sideways throw.
I get my belt. And I throw it buckle side up with that orangutan's face. And it starts crying.
Start whipping the damn orangutans. I don't think so. Fucking get my belt. Start
Get my
beating the
belt.
shit out of this fucking
No, whoop
orangutan.
the shit out of this
Now
orangutan.
Now the nightmare is it fucking takes one hit and then looks at you and grabs the belt by the buckle and has your friend
God.
by the other arm.
And then wraps him in.
Bro, ties you down and just starts wailing on your foot. Your fucking foot's all
Dude,
mashed
they're
up by the
fucking
time
smart.
it's
Have you ever
done.
seen videos of, like, people
my
give them, like,
God.
cigarettes and they know how to smoke it
Yeah,
and shit
bro.
like
Yeah.
that?
Bro, even those little mini monkeys, like those little tiny Monchino monkeys or whatever they're called, they know how to fucking smoke cigarettes. Like in India or whatever, where they got like little shows where they put them on dirt bikes. They really do that type of shit.
We came
and
from
they'll
monkeys.
reward them with cigarettes. No joke.
We was once monkeys. They are
Shit's
cousins.
nuts. Bro, you ever seen them like put on like sunglasses and stuff like that and like understand what they are and give them back?
That's a trip.
Or like
man.
fucking like card tricks and like magic
Yeah.
tricks. They legit look like surprised. They look like they know what happened.
Bro, they know what happened. I
Yeah.
guarantee you they know
They
what
know
happened.
that like they know that like this is weird that this thing disappeared. Like it's not just like
So
okay,
then
there's
I
visuals
wonder-
to it.
I wonder what made that orangutan want to grab that dude.
That
probably
they must
fuck
have
it.
fucking
He
with
probably got too close and he probably put his arm because he was like he was closer than you should be.
Bro, he was
Yeah.
in a cage. He's probably just upset. He's just like, damn, I'm bored. Like, I just need something to do.
the
Spend
minute
your-
someone puts their fucking leg.
You're
close
getting
enough to
grabbed
here.
up, brother.
Spend your life in a cage, you can only be so happy.
Come here.
Come here, I've been waiting for this all week. Come here.
Yeah, I saw a Vice. It was like I guess you call it like a documentary. This dude, he went to the Congo to find. It's like a really rare species of like gorilla. They're called mountain silverbacks or something like that. There's not many of them that exist anymore. So he went to go find like one of the biggest ones in the world, and apparently it's in the Congo. And he hired like these guides and shit. And then like he's just like they're trying to find it, and they're like they eventually find it. And they're as close to the gorilla as like I am to you guys. And he is enormous.
my
He's a
God.
beautiful looking animal. His back is just fucking glistening silver and shit. And like before they found the gorilla, they found like the nest, and like there was no gorillas there. So like they had been there like, a few days ago. And
Eggs
they,
were there though.
They found gorilla eggs, delicious gorilla eggs.
And it's just a gorilla sitting on top of it.
Sorry, keep going.
Delicious, nutritious gorilla eggs. So he fucking pulls up a little hair, and it's a silver fucking hair. And I was like, oh, that's the coolest fucking shit. I'm keeping that. And then eventually, like I said, they find the gorillas, and they're super close to them. The whole time I kept thinking, I'm like, why does the gorilla not attack them? It's like, why? And then like what the guide was saying that is like he was showing them how to like neutralize. Like basically to show the gorilla that you're not a threat, you have to like make a noise and you have to look down. You have to look down. You have to go. Apparently, it looks stupid as hell, but like
That's like
all-
submissive.
Yeah, all the humans are doing that. Submissive, but also showing like I'm not trying to attack you or your kids.
Yeah.
Because like when they get very defensive if they're with like their family, And apparently that gorilla has fathered like more than 100 children. So
Whoa.
he's
How
a
do they know so much
bad-
about this gorilla?
Because these guides, they basically live like in the parks, bro.
That fucking
Damn.
gorilla fucks, dude.
That gorilla
Ew.
fucks, man.
Dude.
100 children, bro.
Every time someone's like, you have to do this to make sure an animal doesn't attack you, I want to learn the process of how they figured that out.
A lot of people probably had to die.
A lot of people probably had to get attacked.
and it was
You made the wrong noise. You looked down, but you made the wrong noise. You
it's
made the
probably
right
just-
noise, but you didn't look
it was
down.
probably just one scared dude that was just like,
did it wrong.
Yeah. This fucking grabs his head and squishes it in his hands.
But it was interesting watching like them interact with the gorilla because the gorilla had like no aggression. And he was wild. He's not like a gorilla in a cage. This is legitimately a wild gorilla who was just like he was just curious. Him and the other gorillas were just curious, like looking at them. And like the baby gorillas would go up to them and just like look at them and like maybe play with them. Like, but there was no like aggression.
Yeah, other monkeys are a lot more like calm than chimpanzees are. Chimpanzees, I think, are a little more wild. Like,
Yeah.
you came across some wild chimps, but like orangutans and gorillas, I think they're a little more.
gang
Like,
of
I don't
wild
know, man.
chimps.
A little more
Imagine
calm.
seeing one of those things in the wild.
I'm good.
That must be
A
the
gorilla?
biggest trip.
Fuck no, dude.
Like a gorilla or like an orangutan, like or a chimp. Like one. Imagine just seeing one, like a primate.
I
Like
piss myself.
I can't fathom that in my head. Like I can imagine seeing like maybe a bear. Not that I want to see a bear, but it seems realistic that if I'm in a forest, that I could see a bear
Yeah.
or like a mountain lion.
Have
You
you
know what I
ever
mean?
seen a gorilla?
At the
in
zoo.
real life?
Like in a zoo?
Yeah, I've seen them at the zoo.
I don't think I've ever seen
They're
one.
they're beautiful to look at, but they're lame. You know, actually,
They just hang around, dude.
Fucking weak as fuck.
yeah, you know
lay
where
down.
I did see some badass gorillas was in Disney's Animal Kingdom. They have it's kind of like a zoo, but not really. Like their enclosures are huge. Like
Yeah,
they-
it's like a bunch of land.
it's like a safari type shit. So they can like roam. You know what I mean? And like they were just hanging out with their babies, and like man, I must have watched them for like 45 minutes to an hour.
That's
just
wild.
like just watching them because they're just interesting to watch. Like they're so much like us. Like it's hard to even like think that they're different.
They're just a thumb away.
Honestly, bro, they're a thumb away. Like they emote like us and they act like us and like the way they take care of their kids and shit. It's very much like some shit humans would do.
Just the way they hold them and shit.
Yeah,
the,
they play.
the way
You know
they're
what I
protective
mean?
and stuff. The way they like push each other when they're upset and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's wild, dude. They're just really swole, hairy people.
Yeah.
They can
mega
kill you with
swole.
one swoop of the
Fucking
hand.
Popeye arms.
How are
and
they
shit,
that
dude.
swole though?
Popeye
They just eat fucking.
Just fucking.
They just eat bullshit fucking like leaves and bamboo and shit.
Bro, all they do is grip trees and climb.
I guess that makes sense.
You know?
just
Well,
spend their
yeah.
life climbing.
Actually, no. What? Do gorillas climb like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They do? Where they
Yeah.
climbing?
They do
Up
everything,
trees?
bro.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a
I
gorilla.
seen a
Wait,
bear
climb up
climb a tree the
something.
other day.
Gorillas climb trees.
If a bear can climb
No,
a tree, a gorilla can climb
For
a
sure,
tree.
they,
100%,
for sure
yeah.
they know how to, but like, do they do that on a regular basis? Because
I don't know about a
chimpanzees
regular
they
I think
hang out
it depends
in
on
the
the
trees.
type. Like I was saying, the mountain silverbacks. Yes, obviously they're in the mountains, so they're fucking like.
There's no trees out there.
But like in
no, not tons.
Yeah,
of trees.
there's trees up there.
Oh, really?
In the
in
Congo.
the mountains.
Oh, okay.
Oh, if they're in like the desert. Nah.
There's
They
no
don't be
gorillas in
climbing
the desert. What is this?
Oh, there's oh.
Shit, desert gorilla. Watch out for the desert gorilla. You know how horrifying it would be to see a
Comes
gorilla
out
in
of
the
the sand
desert.
and grabs you.
Driving by just one fucking
Watch out for that
it's
snow
just
gorilla.
one gorilla in the middle of a desert just looking around.
Desert
Massive.
gorilla. Snow gorilla.
Desert
Like a
gorilla.
fucking yeti.
Jesus
Oh man,
Christ.
what a trip though, man. Fucking desert gorilla.
That's funny. I mean, even a mountain gorilla sounds funny.
Even a mountain
What are you
gorilla.
doing up there, bro?
Get up there.
Get up there.
Get out of that
Get up
mountain.
there. What are you doing up there?
Get in the jungle, dude. Get in the forest. What are you
Oh,
doing?
Well, in the
Fuck, man.
Congo, it's all pretty much the entire Congo is jungle.
There's mountains in there.
It's like 90% jungle.
I don't think I understand what it looks like over there.
Yeah, I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying.
I
dude.
don't. These mountains.
You're thinking like Mount Everest type mountains where it's
I'm
just
thinking
like
like-
snow and there's like no like
No,
anything.
it's just it's just like a tall ass.
I'm thinking like Rocky Mountains.
No,
Like
no, no,
mountains
no,
with
no,
not
no,
much
no,
like
no.
vegetation.
No,
on them.
that's like there's like it's a jungle and it
Yeah.
goes up.
Jesus Christ.
it's no snow
For
in the Congo.
miles.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
It's
me
very fucking.
No, I wasn't
cool.
thinking Rocky Mountains like Rocky. I was thinking like literal Rocky Mountains, like
Yeah.
like
I know what you mean.
rocks and like not a lot of plants and things like that. I was thinking like shit like that.
I
But
don't
yeah,
know.
that's. I mean, now I see what you're saying. Like it's just a steep slope, but like tons of vegetation.
It's beautiful, man. Like they were showing footage of what the Congo looks like. I think it's one of the most beautiful places on earth. From what I've seen from like pictures, I would never go there though because of fucking all the like political instability and shit,
Yeah.
like civil wars and shit. You can get killed by fucking. Even the guy in the video was saying like they were scared to like because they know you're like have a camera crew. They know you have shit on you. They want to take it from you.
Hell yeah.
Fucking
So he was-
10-year-olds run up on you.
Yeah, 10-year-old runs up on you, fucking wearing a little Civil War outfit.
Bro, have you ever
What
seen
you got
Belly?
there?
Have you ever seen the movie Belly?
Belly.
It's
I
a
don't
really
think I
good
have.
movie. Yeah, DMX in it. And they went back to like there's a scene where they're all rich and shit and they go to Jamaica and they're just driving in a car and it's like a gang of like 8-year-olds that have guns. They're just banging on the windows and showing them their guns. And they're like, don't worry about them though. They ain't got no bullets in there. I was like, shit, I don't want to know.
Wow.
Imagine getting popped by an 8-year-old.
That's some risky business.
You did all the shit in your life and that's where it ends.
Yeah.
That boy's nuts ain't dropped yet and he fucking shot me.
That's crazy, bro.
That's some bold shit. They ain't got no bullets in there. You ain't about that fucking life.
Fucking shoots the glass door.
All right, he's right. He's right. Bullets are hard to come by.
An 8-year-old fucking shoots you.
I would
Oh my
imagine
God.
kids with bullets, like they'd waste them all in a day.
Oh, yeah.
They'd lose
100%.
them. They'd lose them.
They'd go
you know?
shooting cans or shooting each other.
They'd be
Yeah.
shooting the ground.
shooting each other. Yeah,
They were shooting to the sky.
they would just spray a whole clip in the sky. Like, well,
Can you
that's
imagine?
That's it.
Imagine
A lot of money we just wasted.
Imagine you're a kid, you're an 8-year-old, and there's another 8-year-old who bullies you. You get mad. Let's say you're an 8-year-old who has a gun. You telling me that you're not gonna go shoot the other 8-year-old?
If I'm the 8-year-old that has a gun,
100% you're
That's
gonna kill. You're gonna
crazy.
shoot that other 8-year-old.
Yeah. Should if anything, you beat him up with the gun. Fucking, I'll fucking hit you with the butt of this AK, dude.
I just fucking gun whip you.
Damn, dude. They're out there living some.
If I was 8
crazy
years old and I was
lives.
bullied and I had a gun that was just in my hand, he's getting popped. He's
He's
I'm
getting
sorry.
popped, bro.
And I'm gonna just go to lunch like nothing happened. Dip my chicken tenders in some mashed potatoes
Bro,
and
you
call
gotta
it a
keep
day.
your eyes peeled, dude. If you're
man.
a fucking kid with a gun, everyone must know. It's got to be such a small like village and like small communities and shit.
Bro.
People gotta know. You gotta sleep with a fucking gun under your pillow.
And someone knows the parent of that kid. Wandering with the gun in the street.
Oh my god!
Watch out! Everyone, watch
Irresponsible.
out! Just go to the other side of the road. 'Cause
Fucking.
oh, it's a 10-year-old with a gun. We don't know if there's bullets in there or not. We're not gonna take any chances.
Oh, man. That's a
We're
good
not
note to end on.
Oh my god.
Kids with guns.
bro.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye,
everybody.
guys.